Hai, Assalamualaikum. My name is Mirza Farhana binti Munawar. I'm from class BA 2624C. The topic that I choose is freelancing breakthrough and crowdsourcing opportunities and challenges. So here is the introduction about the freelancing breakthrough. As the digital economy need to develop, as well as they have the ways individuals of working, engaging and gaining their living. The growing number of freelancers need to support by digital platforms, and the sharing economy is another important of development. So the course of syllabus freelancing breakthrough will cover a variety of key concepts such the economy of sharing, platform description, digital workforce account, as well project versus contest and workflows. It also will be addressed in these reflections. These concepts could provide a helpful starting place and perspective for understanding how people can profit from the digital freelancing. These reflections seeks to point out all of the ways of how this topic has affected about my career development, education and job research preparations. So I'm going to reflect on my previous experience working with other individuals on projects, review all the challenges and abilities. I also observe and think about how the skills I learn can help me in the future positions in the field of digital media. My opinion may provide ideas to improve the course content to help the beginners, in addition to review the outcomes of my research. Okay, next, it's about the crowdsourcing opportunities and challenges. This topic of this reflection is which was presented in the MDAC Basic Digital Freelance module. The present issue explore the positive and negative aspect of crowdsourcing, a digital method that employs online platform for distributing employees to an increasing number of human beings. Opportunity for freelancers, common challenges, ethical issues, and the effects of crowdsourcing on the future work environment is a few of the primary topics that we covered. This reflection's purpose is to relate the knowledge that I already learned regarding this topic to my own academic experience. I go through to a situation in which I apply the concept to assess the skill I receive, and then I explain how I plan to use this moving ahead. Additionally, this assessment provides a criticism as well as suggestion that can improve the learning experience for the next learner. So next is about the personal learning experience. For the freelancing breakthrough, I completely complete my task for my class that focus on actual freelancing work. Based on actual freelancing websites such as Upwork and freelancer.com, each of us need to build a professional freelancer profile. So, we also needed to show the example of our products and provide a range of price so they can give an impression that we were really looking for customers. I initially overlooked the importance of well-organized digital presentation. But I believe that clients would choose the best talent because they had sufficient knowledge. But my point of view, it's already changed after learning about digital profiling and client expectations. It became clear that a freelancer's prospect for finding work were greatly enhanced by a professional title, a full summary, a carefully selected portfolio, and clearly stated costs. I already gained out of the situation a variety of useful lessons. First, I learned that having skills is not as important as showing them. At the time, my planning was random. The portfolio I had contained relevant parts, and my profile had a unique expertise. I noticed via discussion and critiques how the shortage of concentration in order offer an appearance that my profile was not clear or untrustworthy. One of the most significant facts was recognize the value expertise. Successful freelancer usually focus on between 2 or 3 main skills the module emphasized. After I altered my profile to point out my writing and translation skills, it became more understandable and attractive. I also learned how to carry out the market research for prevent asking either too much or not enough for my service. For crowdsourcing opportunities and challenging, as part of a group project, we had to look and evaluate authentic crowdsourcing tasks such as completing a questionnaire, taking photo and filling out a form. These tasks already show me how crowdsourcing allows anyone with a computer and internet access to find a flexible job opportunities. However, I also encounter additional difficulties, confusing instruction, difficult tasks, and unfair rejection of tasks, which made me think that not all systems are balanced or easy to use. I used to think that crowdsourcing was an easy way to make money. This project taught me how important it is to carefully examine job platform and be aware of possible risks such as unfair treatment or insufficient payment to us. Knowing that crowdsourcing has an amazing deal of potential but also demands precaution was one of the most significant points that I took out of this task. My first plan was to complete as many jobs as I could do, but in the end reach an understanding that clarity and quality are more important. For example, even following the instructions, one of our group project has been shut down. This already shows the value it is to have agreements and clear communication in place before starting any sort of project. In the future, I would approach tasks in the future using more caution, that reading carefully each contract and ask questions before committing. Additionally, I would keep beyond platforms without stated dispute or review process. Furthermore, it is a skill acquisition future relevance. For freelancing breakthrough, I acquired a variety of important abilities throughout this program that I think are necessary for success in a digital work. Digital profiling and branding are two of the most important. I got the information on how to put together a successful freelancer profile, including how to make portfolio sections, write summaries, and apply acceptable pricing strategies. These abilities provide a greater confidence when I show myself in online. To consider the flows of freelance work, I was more capable to understand how to use a freelancing platform step by step, from presenting ideas to collecting money and client ratings, especially to the breakdown of methods like open bids, contests, invitations, and jobs. These skills also are highly useful for an extensive variety of jobs apart from freelancing. Whatever it is, the situation is whether I work as a contract worker or a full-time freelancer, now I can effectively represent myself online. In the future, I plan on using those skills in a range of environments to develop a LinkedIn that is attractive to recruiter and clients either. On platforms like Fiverr, freelancer.com or Upwork, you may apply for the internships or freelancing jobs, provide some writing or translator, support during study, breaks, or straight after the graduation. So, for the crowdsourcing opportunities and challenging, I was able to gain two useful skills from this topic, which is platform evaluation and digital risk awareness. For platform evaluation, it is evaluate for crowdsourced platform due to thus clarify payment issues and fairness. For digital risk awareness, I became more aware of concerns such as dishonest work or dishonest customer and insecure transactions. This skill can give me a better awareness on how to protect myself when we work online and how to manage the expectation when it comes to working with unknown clients or firms. These abilities will definitely come in a very helpful in the future, especially if I decide need to work online part-time or as a freelancer. When I choosing a platform or selecting projects, I can use them. For example, I would only work on the platforms that offer support channels, a rating system, and upfront methods of payment. I plan to look up into the platform assessment, take part in a webinars or workshop that on safe freelancing and join the freelancer venues in order to keep the growing more. wisely, the benefits and personal opportunities and challenges freelancing breakthrough. One of the most useful details I learned freelancing might different between contacts and freelance the different walks of life, especially knowing the benefits and challenges of each area with the learning comes. I also learned how to efficiently handle client requests. It also can be able to receive feedback and able to manage by staying informed about my rights and marketplace cost is another method that the education taught further to appreciate about how the crowdsourcing is changing the any price of the work knowing is important for my clients. Topic. The now I know digital reputation confidently attract me with the freelancer required to milestones and estimate rates and reviews. I have become more independent and self-aware. I become more aware of the value of professional behavior, and I plan to establish my own brand rather than having a rely on someone to find ideas. This course has improved my comprehension of the latest developments in the digital workforce and the impact I found that the platforms on the walks of life, especially in addition live outside of the cities. For while employment comes, I am able to see a freelancer as a respect and expert. It also can help me how to being adaptation and prepare myself by staying to inform the process of modifying profile and portfolio was one thing that I learned specifically about how the crowdsourcing is changing the way of the world in the future due to this getting ready to establish digital reputation attract me. So, here we have a suggestion and critical thoughts for freelancing breakthrough. However, this topic was really interactive aspect like and may have been improved by involved further in the for example, from everyday life or for example, I have demonstrated ways to navigate this topic would grow more engaging and accessible upon registering a job on Fiverr. I also suggest a bit on practical activities such as using as self-employed individuals will go students would get more practical expertise and we offer and receive feedback while handling crowdsourced tasks, proposals and portfolios. Students must also be aware of any challenges in the actual world of freelancing by engaging discussion or research students should be guided to establish proper working freelance jobs for the crowdsourcing opportunities and providing students. However, this topic was really motivate them to think about freelancing. It may have been improved by suggestion further increase confidence from everyday life generate useful outcomes in beyond academic knowledge. This topic would grow. For crowdsourcing opportunities and conclusion about the freelancing breakthrough. It was an interesting topic that assists me to understand more about the possibilities and the challenges when working as a freelancer online. A fresh idea. It also helped me in discovering how to analyze through practical guidance and it also needs to think carefully. I have been able to develop essential protect myself managing clients, managing my schedule and presenting myself as a possible career choice right now. I found out and I'm really interested to amazing what I have learned to make smart decisions in my future digital positions in the rapidly evolving and accurate cost plan. I will keep growing as a trustworthy and advantage of this method for any incoming job candidates that need online interaction and promoting for crowdsourcing opportunities and challenging. My knowledge of what I have learned has grown stronger as me to understand more about the possibilities and the challenges when working as a freelancer as an effective digital work in an environment that is constantly improving. It also